Alright guys, excuse me. It's called Hamlet Mill Road, right? It's an old back road we drive by on a regular basis. Yeah, this place is a place that my wife was familiar with, and we did a little research on Hamlet Mill, and we couldn't find anything on it other than a couple sketchy pictures, and the pictures were definitely sketchy. So I guess this place didn't make it into the history books, but there used to be something here, and it was impressive, big, and it was made of bricks. Yep, it was made of bricks. Look at these bricks there, all along the ground. Whole line of them. This is below the wall. And you got the wall. Now, I heard Patrick earlier doing a video talking about the color of these rocks, and he's absolutely correct. These were bricks, and they didn't just have this stone wall right here, big huge stone wall that goes down to the road, and then all of a sudden just turn it into bricks, like right here. And then all of a sudden just turn it into bricks. So it goes from a stone wall with a bunch of bricks in it, rocks that look like they went through some sort of devastation, transformation, and then just we're gonna go with bricks right here. We're just gonna go with bricks. You're crazy. That must be the ghost of Hamlet Mill. The ghost of Hamlet Mill. Crispy. Howling. And I think the big reason for this survival right here, see this big portion right here, it's all brick. But inside of this brick portion is these big steel rods. They run right through this whole wall. Another one right here. Big steel rod. Another one right here. Oh, sorry guys. And I have a feeling that the steel rods are a big reason for the survival right here. Why the bricks didn't turn into rocks like the rest of them. And this is a pretty cool spot. Very interesting that we couldn't find anything on it. And couldn't find anything on it when we were researching this place.
Can you stand with it?
Yeah. So, Crispy and I just dug up this half of a wheel out of the ground. And some other steel debris, very heavy. Look at the wheel there, that's crazy. I know.
It's like snake long.
It is. It's a snake wire, big old snake wire. And a part of an old pipe right here. Oh, there's a bottle.
This place is full of treasures.
Look at that thing.
Oh my gosh!
Look at it.
Look what
That
you
is
revealed.
Old. That is old.
I love this. Oh my goodness, I love this. Let me get a picture of this real quick.
Old boots on the ground right there. Old boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that bottle is awesome, huh? Wow, look at that
Yeah.
thing. Let me look at that one more time. Look at that bottle, guys.
I
This
love
is
it.
old. Must have been orange juice or something, because
Yeah.
there's like orange stuck in the bottom.
Yeah.
Old orange juice bottle, if I was to guess. Probably like, what's that big company there? Minute Maid or something?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. It's crazy out here, guys. Look at this piece. Yeah. Look at this. I know.
I see it right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see it. Yep. Look at this big chunk right here. What happened to this thing, guys? What happened? Let's see if we can get it over again. There you go. What happened to that thing? These bricks are everywhere. We even dug out this valve in the hillside, just sticking out of the hillside. Goes right down into a pipe under the ground, just along the hillside. There's nothing here, nothing but picker bushes and shrubs and trees. Thing is toasted. Finding stuff?
You want to see this?
You finding stuff?
Oh yeah.
Alright, hold on, I'll be right over. So much to absorb here. There's so much. This is an old well. Wonder how far it really went down before the leaves covered it, because you can see the leaves down the bottom.
Yep.
This thing probably went down far. What's with the pipe coming out the side? That's awesome. So cool.
Fun and Findings Friday.
And this just sticking out of the rock. I mean, it's just a big, huge stone with a metal piece sticking out of it. I was drilling concrete today, and let me tell you, in 2026, with the best tools on the market, it was pretty tough drilling through that concrete. Look at this. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna move this stuff. Crazy well, guys. When you walk into here, looks like this was some entranceway. And I would have to say that because of this big giant steel piece right here, and it's probably the reason why that's still brick and didn't turn into stone. Find anything over there?
No. Yes.
You talking to yourself?
No, I found some. There's more glass over there. Yay.
There's so much here that I don't even know what to look at. Look, there's more structure over here. Oh my Lord. Hamlet Mill, that's what this place used to be called. Still more structure everywhere. So we're looking in this section. We'll get back down in here. Yeah, let's get back down in there. Alright, we'll go from here. There's a second part of this wall. It used to be brick, and I'll show you up here. It's like 2 levels to it. It's bottom level that I'm walking down on. And there's a, yeah, hold on, let me get behind these shrubs here. Another level of brick. And this is all brick also. It's just X-factored, pulverized. And I'm sure it'll probably turn into brick. There's so much here that it's hard to pick a spot and just stay at. Because every time we turn our heads, we find something else crazy. It's crazy here. Let's look at this section. First of all, just amongst the hillside, just there for decoration. I guess it's just there for decoration. Look at this. Let me get some of this stuff off here. This brick's melted in there. It's all turned into something else. There's even old metal. Babe, yeah, I found some stuff for you too.
Nice. Look at.
Huh.
I think I'm packing.
You should have brought the backpack too.
Guys.
Just don't drop the big one.
Yep, I got him. I got him.
These little.
I need a bag.
These
for
are like little
holidays.
medicine bottles or something.
Yep, I like those a lot.
Yeah.
Like crazy. That's all of them.
Just some of the glass that we've come across since we've been here.
Yep. Yep.
I like that OJ bottle's my favorite one. These little ones are pretty cool.
These.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Look at this. It says something.
Still got, yeah, writing on it.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Look at this spot right here. What happened right here? Just how they used to build back then. Used to build perfect straight walls, just throwing whatever in there. Or maybe something happened to this brick wall that made all this stuff turn into whatever it is now. Brickcrete. Yeah, that's Brickcrete right there. That's Brickcrete.
Brickcrete. That's funny. I'm gonna pick all these up.
Thank you. I was grabbing get a couple pictures, babe. For my slideshow.
I need help getting these guys through the car. I think.
Well, hold on a sec. I'll help you. I do need one, but I don't think that one will work. I'm not quite sure. 3:30. They're getting there. How did this all get in there? This one. Chunks of brick. Just big chunks of brick everywhere. Just evidence that this place used to be a brick structure. It was all brick. Remove this stuff. This thing is all brick. Big metal beam saving the bricks. Which makes me believe it was something electrical. And the metal and the archways and the steel and pipes all helped with the survival. I can't believe this. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna head in this direction now. Okay, this is that spot we were at earlier. We found the wheel. I'm gonna start moving down in this direction towards the water. I still can't believe I dug that thing up. And I'm starting to get a little suspicious about what we call nature. Yeah, what we call nature. I'm starting to get a little suspicious about the trees. The reasoning for the trees. And the ones around here, in my opinion, they all look very young. This way here, guys. Look at it. It just looks damaged. It looks heat damaged. Looks like it was burnt. I used to hear Pants on the Ground say it all the time. We know what burnt looks like. We know what it looks like when things are burnt, and this stuff all looks burnt. So, I'm moving this way. Hold on, I'm going to try to get better footing. Hold on. Look at this size of this tree. It's pretty big. I would say if I was to guess, I don't know, 70, 80 years old maybe. Growing right on top of this big giant boulder. This is the part where there's not really much denying what we're seeing unless you're in denial. You can see the skim coat right here, right? Oh, it's coated. It's got the brick ghosting. Now we know that's brick ghosting because what we're gonna find it right up here. So the big pipe comes out. Right out of the middle of this big section we're gonna walk down right here. And yeah, you can see the brick lines, the ghosting lines, what it used to be. Let's get up on this pipe right here. Yep. Hold on, there we go. So the pipe runs down into the little river. Let's walk down the pipe real quick. You got big chunks of debris. It's a big chunk of, it looks like concrete, but we know it's just a big chunk of bricks. Big steel rods. Big pipe. I'll try to show you from the inside. I think I can get a view of it from the inside. Steel rod sticking out. Old bolts. More chunks of debris. So remember, this is the side where you can see the ghosting right here. Right? Comes right over where the pipe is. Right around the pipe. And we get into brick soup. It's like brick pudding. There's no way in possible hell they would ever build like this. Look at it. You wouldn't just stick bricks in the mix. And you can see the damage, most likely some sort of heat, some very high intense heat. Alright, I'm gonna come around the back side and come over on the back side of this. I think we can get a view in the pipe. Yep, there you go. There you go, right through the pipe. Big chunk of brickcrete. Yeah, big chunk of brickcrete down in there. The back side of this wall. And it's crazy. Can't really deny this. You can try to think of reasons in your head. That's a stamper right there, embedded in the wall, of why they would ever build like that, but really all boils down to they wouldn't ever build like that. So as we come around the back side of this system, there's a big hill that everything's on the other side of that wall. And even just in the hillside is all brick. It's all brick, all of it. All this stuff, it's all brick. It's all brick. It's overgrown by moss. It's just a big brick structure. Look at this one. Look at that brick. If that doesn't look like a melted brick, then I don't know what to tell you guys. That thing is toast. Right up through the whole system. It's the back side. Let's walk along the back side a little bit. You can still see chunks of the structure that still survive. Most of it's in rubble. You know, most of it's in rubble. Even on the other side, all in rubble. And just all along this whole hillside here. We'll walk along the outside of it real quick. Here's the river. There's the power source right there. Oh, sorry, tripping. That's the power source. So we're just walking from this end. This hill is probably about 8-9 feet from where I'm standing. As we come up to the trees that are growing off the side of the hill, are munching on the bricks. Yep, they're munching on the bricks. Dining on the bricks. Let's see the one right here. Right here. Dining on the bricks. Big giant tree. Come around the side. A bunch of stampers that can't read the stamps on them. If I was to guess, they'd probably say Otter River, seeing as we're in Otter River. But you never know. Just bricks on the hillside. Just alright, we'll come around the edge of this thing, and then we'll walk towards the outside. Let's go. Right. So over here, we got, must be part of the system, right? Old pipes in there. I haven't been down here yet, so let's see what we got down here. The structure on the edge. Right on the edge of the river. And you come walking up this wall. Some sort of piping conduit. And come down towards the side with another wall. Brick, of course. This little piece right here. What happened here? I almost want to take this, but if it's flat. It's like the crust, you know. We say sometimes it looks like concrete, but it's just a crust. Maybe that's just a crust. I don't know what those are all doing in there. Can't move that one. Alright guys, I want to try to hit one more spot and see if I have enough time. Alright guys, it's the first time I've actually been able to get to this spot to show there's a view of this place before I go digging around in there one more time. But this is still part of that mill. And you can see structure still up in there. It's all the way around, all the way around. And then it comes out, connects to the river. Right? Look at the big system, look at it. Look at the. I just want to know who is building this stuff. Look at it right in there. Like, who would ever do that? Alright guys, sorry, I was trying to get a couple pictures. I'm gonna come around right here and come right up here, and I'm gonna walk across the top. See what we can find. Okay guys. Let's check it out. Right out the bat, right on this big chunk. All these metal rods coming out. And runs to the front of this place. I bet you there used to be a lot of hardware here. They probably took it all out. There's another one right here. Look like little gears. Alright, let's go this way. We can get up. Come across the wall over here. And the snow's almost gone, so good time to start getting out before the green starts coming through. Look at this in here. Oh, I see Johnny Applebrick came by. Let's check this thing out. It's a little toasty. I don't know. Johnny Applebrick putting one single brick in the big giant stone wall. Look at this stone right here. Probably weighs like 2 of my trucks. Sorry, almost fell. Alright. Now we're on top. It's kind of like the last side we were on, because we were on the other side of the river we were looking at earlier. It's like a big mound. Like a big mound, and then you go off the backside. It goes right back down. It's almost like a damming system, like a big damming system. Yep, it's pretty crazy. Right this down there. Let's grab this here. See the beam coming out. It's starting to rain a little bit. But these trees are growing off it down here. Guess they like growing off a stone. Okay, we're gonna head this way. I'm gonna come down and around. Like I said, it's like almost like a dam, like a big mound dam. Here we go. Some weird stuff going on there. Kind of weird you have the concrete coating over the stone. Big giant chain coming out of the concrete. For who knows what. So this is Otter River, Templeton, Massachusetts. Hamlet Mill. We tried to do some research on it, and it's like the place doesn't even exist. Yeah, it's like it didn't even exist. It had one very suspicious picture. It's very suspicious. No information. No, didn't say what kind of a mill it used to be. So I guess it's something that's just gonna get taken over by nature and forgotten in the history books. Deleted from the history books. Because, you know, if they taught us about this type of stuff in school when we were being educated or indoctrinated, however you want to put it, we might have been interested, you know? We might have been interested in this kind of stuff if they were teaching us about this stuff in school. But in my recollection and memory, history class was the most boring class of them all. And in actuality, now I'm, 48 years old, almost 49. History is the most damn interesting thing that I've ever looked into. And why are they hiding stuff? Why are they hiding this stuff from us? This obviously used to be something of massive importance. Look at the end of this pipe right here. How'd they cut that? Yeah, I want to try to get a look inside this thing. I got a glance inside there last time I was here, but I'm going to see if I can get up there and take a look. Maybe from the other side. Let's see if I can get in there. Pull myself up with the other chain. Look at that big square bolt. Oh, if I can get up from the other side, hold on. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna have to try to climb up here. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, so I climbed up here. It was pretty deep down in there. You can see the other side of that chain. Almost looked like it used to be a stack of some sort. I don't know. Look at the steel. Look at the steel, guys. We weren't told that they were fabricating steel back the times that this place was built. It's not even in the history books anymore. It has to be old. So the nails coming out of that. And you can see the other wall over there. I'm gonna end the video over there. Yeah, how'd that brick get in there? How did that brick get in that wall right there? You can see it turns from concrete looking into big giant stone. It's coming out the other side of that. That's that big square thing I was just looking into. This is off the back side. Over here, just coming out the front of the dam or whatever this used to be. Some more hardware. Some more really old hardware. Yeah, I guess. Let me get down here real quick. The gears on these too. Why do they all have gears on them? So I was just standing up there. Look at this thing, man. It's demolished. Completely demolished. These spikes. This is some sort of rampway or walkway right here. I'm standing on some really old walkway. Where is that? Yeah, right here. What's going on with these? Why are all these bolts have gears on them? I can see another one down here sticking out of the ground. So when I first got to this area right here, I was standing right there and I was showing you guys like this whole system around. So I'm directly across from there. So this is that wall we were looking at. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna finish off, get to this last portion over here. Use some more of those hardware coming out. And here's the last section of Hamlet Mill. Hamlet Mill that doesn't exist in the history books. And how did these all get in here? Why are there bricks in this wall? Because it was all brick. It was all brick. Yep. It was all brick. And yeah, it's nice to be back out on the ground again. Now that the snow's melting and the weather's getting decent. Oh, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm trying to break the branches as I go. Get in there. Oh yeah, just throw them in. Even if they're burnt, throw them in. Just throw them in. This is one of the best spots I've been that shows this brick into concrete. Like it's very obvious. It's hard to figure out how it happened, but it happened. A lot of this concrete is actually brick. Guess they quarried that chunk out of somewhere. They had to quarry that chunk. A little knobby knob on that. Alright, let's come around the corner. This thing even like, it's rounded around the corner. Like, this whole section right here. It's kind of like arched around. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna finish off a couple minutes. A couple more minutes and then I'm gonna get going. Sorry guys. Trying to show you guys, but yeah, it's definitely it's a crazy spot. It's a crazy spot right here. It's red brick. There's a whole pile of them right there. This spot right here. All red brick right up through. It's a big chunk off the riverside. It's a big chunk of melted bricks and concrete, or melted bricks into concrete. I don't know, I'm kind of speechless here. This place is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's turn around. Get out of here. Try to get out of here. Even the big, massive wood. All bricks. All bricks, guys. All bricks. All bricks. Right on through. Let's keep going. See what we can find out here. Oops, sorry, slipped. More bricks. More over here. Just everywhere, guys. Oops, sorry. I think I'm gonna take one last shot over here and then I'm gonna get out of here. Hold on. That's what we started at over there when we came over to this area. Yep, this big, giant, demolished, crazy, this giant pad right on the river's edge right here. This giant pad of, it looks like concrete. Right on the edge of the river, right on the hillside that I was just up on top of. Goes around the corner. No problem. Big steel coming out. Alright, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Let's walk out of here. The other one. Watch out. 1930, is that supposed to be an 8? Zero. Looks like an 8. Kinda looks like an 8. Look at even the big giant rocks on the side over here. It's crazy. Alright guys, that was Hamlet Mill. The unreported, the mystery mill that you won't be able to find much information but a couple sketchy pictures. But it was a big, massive system of some sort. Can't even find out what they made in the mill. So we're gonna get out of here. That's what you see from the street when you drive by. You see this. All right, later, guys. Used to be a big system of some sort down here. How'd that get in there? Huh? Big, huge water system. Water's up pretty high today, so I don't know how far I'll be able to actually get down here. These bricks all over the place. They're everywhere. Not gonna go too long. Just gonna have to go from the back because the sun's like right in my face. It's a giant wall. See, it's all ghosted. All the bricks ghosted out. See what else we can find. Still see the mortar in here. I'm gonna get out here real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to feel really strong today, so What happened to this place? Just wear and tear. Is that what this is? Just wear and tear, erosion. How are those getting there? Well, it looks a little droopy. Up on the wall. Go get a look at this place.